This is your host, Jigme, and welcome to the Jigme Show, a podcast where I sit down and speak with singer-songwriters, musicians, sports personalities, actors, and radio broadcasters, and a slew of many other professionals from a broad range of fields. In this newest conversations, Filipino-American pop R&B singer-songwriter and NBC's The Voice Season 26 winner, Sofronio Vasquez speaks with Jigme about being crowned the newest champion, his performance of If I Can Dream by Elvis Presley, what the mentorship from Michael Bublé has meant to him, and more, as well as if he has any future projects coming up soon. Now, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Fronio, welcome to the show.
Hi, brother. Thank you.
It's just a pleasure to be able to chat with you today. And well, what can I start with in this interview? Well, I would say um, it's just what an honor to be able to have the opportunity to grace the voice stage like you have. You've been able to work with a lot of different people over the journey, and you've also been able to learn from Coach Bublé. And I mean, first and foremost, what has it been like to collaborate and learn from a guy of his caliber, I guess?
Well, it's always and it has been the greatest moment probably for me having to be working with Coach Bublé. Michael is just I've always said this to a lot of interviews, and I think most or all of the interviews, Michael has been so genuine. He's very personal, and he always makes sure that me or even other team members of Team Buble are prepared and um, above all, happy to be going on stage. So yeah, I'm just blessed to be working with him.
Absolutely. Well, you have a wide repertoire of sort of the genre aspect of your career. You've been able to do a lot of pop, you've been able to do a lot of R&B, rock, standards, jazz, and even raps here and there. But I guess the main important question I would probably pose to you is kind of like, why do you feel that kind of versatility is important to have in a journey that you've had on The Voice?
I guess being able to sing a lot of genre is as important as any other thing, but I think it's more of me being flexible in any song that will be given because joining The Voice, you would always be um, put on a challenge of having to sing a song that's not on your wheelhouse. So I guess it's a plus factor that you are capable of singing songs that you've never heard before. And that's part of the journey and that's part of the challenge. And I am blessed to be working with Buble again, that he always makes sure that um, I am excited to be working with a specific song.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, when you first started on The Voice, you opened your audition with Mary J. Blige's "I'm Going Down," and people called it an unforgettable debut and a dazzling performance and an instant forward chair turn. When you sort of realized that all four coaches had turned their chairs around so quickly, what did that mean to you as an artist who's been able to just keep grinding away and being able to finally realize that your dream has basically come true from that moment on?
To be honest, I really didn't realize that it was that quick. I was talking about how quick the coaches turned for me, but not until I saw it on TV. That's really quick. And as with your question, it's like I don't know. It's like a dream to just be finally um, stepping a foot on the competition because before that, all of the contestants or all of the auditionees are trying to just be focused on the fact that we'll be able to get one chair or even just have have the yeah. I mean, even the idea of having one chair is a blessing. And now, I mean, and for me, I was given the chance um to be to be one of those people, or one of those auditionees who has four chairs. So it's a blessing and it's a gift, and I wouldn't change anything. Yeah.
Just being able to kind of pick the brains of these coaches and to be able to learn from all four of them, but more importantly, Bublé. But a lot of these coaches, when you first auditioned, a lot of them were saying, this is soul, your spirit. Um, and Gwen kind of mentioned how it felt like somebody that knows that God gave him the gift and that they're just trying to get on the stage to show everybody. Um, and then there's Bublé who said, this show was named after you. You are the voice. Um, so to be able to hear this praise from people who've been in the industry for quite a long time, what does that mean to you as an artist?
It means the world. Honestly, it's a serious matter for all those dreamers out there to be given this, to be hearing those words. It's an affirmation of you being a dreamer, and I, I cannot believe actually that those words are the foreshadow of me winning. I mean, from the day of our blind auditions, I was hopeful, but I was not expecting. So, um, going back to that moment, yeah, being, them seeing something in me is also a gift, and I cannot believe that, because I, after the competition, after I was announced, and I had a moment for myself. I went back to the past episodes, and one of it was the blind auditions for sure, and I realized that, like, yeah, I mean, probably they really saw something in me, and I'm so honored, I'm so blessed and grateful that that could also be one of those um inspiring, or um recognitions that helped me build my journey throughout the voice, my confidence. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I actually want to share a quick clip with the listeners with your performance of If I Can Dream by Elvis Presley, since we're on this conversation about being dreamers and being able to realize your dreams coming true on a big stage. So mind if I do share that video of you performing that song?
Let's go.
While I can think, while I can talk, while I can stand, while I can walk, while I can dream. Please let this dream come true. Right now. Whoa. Let it come true right now. Right now.
Well, I mean, that was Sofronio Vasquez's If I Can Dream by Elvis Presley. And just what a performance. And I just have to say that what was that moment like to be able to perform that song, but also to be able to kind of like now reflect in this moment as you win the voice and you look at this picture here on the screen that you kind of see the moment that you realized, if I can dream, now my dreams have come true. What does that say about this whole journey?
I had a goosebumps when you saying that one. Yeah, I didn't realize it not until now that that dream really was a reality. Having to be performing that song, all I was thinking was just to express myself and just to show America how beautiful my American dream is. I come here, I moved here to America with this idea of having, with this idea of providing my family back home a better life through my help. And now that I am also giving all the best that I could in reaching the goal, which is my music career. I believe that it's still on the process, and I'm not even started yet. I'm not even on the first part of it. But yeah, to be honest, this is my American dream. Just like Elvis Presley with that song, he's trying to send a message of peace, acceptance, hope, and faith for everyone. Yeah, we may have all the adversities in life, but never forget that those dreams and those aspirations we have in life are present to be used as a vessel. So thank you for reminding me that one.
No problem, because that I was watching that performance and I kept kind of going back to the idea of, wow, what a song choice. That was the absolute perfect song choice that you could have made in that moment, where you kind of now show other dreamers out there, and you're showing them, okay, if I can dream, you can dream.
Yeah,
And what a moment. And also to be able to capture the statement that you made on your own website, and you said, Sofronio is a storyteller, his voice is his instrument, and his performances will surely take you to places you've never been. And to be able to take somebody to a place that they've never been to through that performance, through this journey on the voice, what what comes to mind when you kind of wrap your head around this whole journey?
you know what? I always challenge myself of big movements, and Michael Bublé as a coach, he's really that one too. He also challenged me. He that particular song, I asked him like, "What's the best song for?" Since it's the first live shows and people are, it's not on the hands anymore. It's not on the hands of the coaches. It's in America's votes, and I thought that singing Elvis Presley, which is the king of music, is the perfect song, and is the perfect idea of showing America how big my dream is. And I thank you for just saying that with that performance, I opened probably some doors for those dreamers like me. And I must say that's one of the most difficult songs that I did because of the emotions. I was holding it intact. It's so like the song is so strong, the music is so strong, the build up is so strong. And I admit I'm not that perfect. I practice my songs, and there's a lot of more great singers than me. But with the fact that I am able to story tell, just say the words that comes out in my mind from my heart, I don't think people are trying to nitpick those wrong notes, bad emotions. But I'm just blessed that people really resonated on that one.
For sure. And we talk about your whole the whole package that you've been able to bring onto a stage like The Voice. Um, and you kind of said that you almost didn't choose Bublé. In one of the moments on during your blind auditions, you says, I was thinking, what if I pick him? And I cannot express myself because I'm always intimidated. I felt like that wouldn't work. But when the time came that he was pitching his ideas, I was really in shock that he was very Filipino. He has so much Filipino, they called him very Pinoy. It was a very heart-to-heart talk, and he's very emotional. That was the deciding factor. That was my perfect moment with him, and it worked out very well. And so from that moment, that you could have thought that maybe if I don't choose Buble, this whole thing wouldn't work. And now you chose Buble, and you look back on the decision, and here you are now, crowned the season 26 winner of The Voice. What does that say about Bublé's character, and his ability to teach and also nurture an artist like you who's just coming up in the business?
You know what? I don't know if this video reaches him, but I want to apologize for that idea, because seriously, um, I'm always intimidated by him, and moving like close to the finale, I finally was settled in, and he was like, "Hey, bro, you're more relaxed now. You're more relaxed now," because I'm always scared reaching out to him. He was like, "No, don't." That's why I'm in the first moments like, would this be a good idea? Because when you join The Voice, you have to be also strategic. You have to pick maybe like the goal that you're trying to do is be to move further. So if I really picked him for the first time and I'm always intimidated by him, I probably can focus because like, oh my god, he's my icon. Oh my god, he's my idol. And moving and looking back right now, I just I just trust up above. Like I think I trust my heart that I think Buble is really the best coach for me. And it really went very, very well. And I'm just super blessed. And I will forever be grateful for Buble. He's a one of a kind. He even texted me last night, "Hey buddy, how are you doing? I'm at an event," and I told him like, why are you still up? It's so late. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm just happy to be connected." And he's very, very sweet. I wish that people would know how beautiful of a person is Buble.
For sure. And I just want to know, and speaking of connecting with Buble, take us through some of the moments and the phone calls and the conversations that you've been able to have with Michael Bublé off screen. What has his I guess what has his teachings been like to you, and what has he sort of given you as an advice now post winning The Voice?
So before the announcement, a night before, he called me. Like he told me that whether I win or not, it's still a win because um, I opened the door for music, and he promised me that night that whether we are going to be victorious as the winner or not, he's gonna be he's gonna be with me all the way. And he told me to just have peace and enjoy the moment. And after that conversation, I really realized that hey, I am blessed to be here, so whatever happens tomorrow, I'll still be hopeful, but I will not expect it. So the I woke up that day for the announcement, and I was so excited to go to the studio and rehearse my song because I was given the chance to yeah, so I think I've said it to one of those interviews I had with before I won, I already won because um having to share the stage with Buble, like I've told you, he's my idol. I've been singing his songs forever. And now to be able to just like enjoy the stage, that's why probably people would come I see people's comments on my YouTube or NBC's YouTube with that performance of our duet, like, oh, they really enjoyed it together, because I really enjoyed it with my full heart. I really enjoyed it, and then I want to make sure that this moment will be on my life forever. I really enjoyed it. And post post competition or post winning, he's the Buble that I started with, and he's even more better. And he keeps on surprising me with these things that he treat me as a as a blood. I mean, he's family to me now.
For sure. And I just want to read something quickly that he actually said about you. And he says, "There was a reason I wanted to challenge him, and I want to challenge the audience because I knew that he could do it all. Let's take new contemporary, let's take old school stuff, let's take stuff that's swing and stuff, and that has more blues feel or pop. I just knew that he could do it the way he did it, but there was more than just the voice. What really floored me more than anything was the charisma, the stage presence that went along with that God-given talent. I know how much work he put into making sure that every move was thought out. I know because this is what I do. I knew what it meant to him, and I could tell by the work ethic, the ambition, and God-given talent, this was going to happen for him." And so it looks like Buble from the start, when you picked him to the end of the competition, he knew already that Sofronio was going to be the winner of season 26. And to be able to hear this quote back now after winning The Voice, Um, what does that say about, I guess, yourself and what would you say to people who would want to audition for The Voice in the future?
I just wanna thank myself for having this power of sharing what I really have in my heart. I also wanna thank Buble for seeing something in me. I believe he doesn't know that I'm gonna win, but probably he said that because he found something that it's also him before. Because he told me, I remember he told me before, or one of those moments that we had, I can see you like me before. I started as a dreamer, and he's been in the music business, and he's worked a lot of musicians, so he knows whether whether a musician is really passionate about the music. So yeah, just when I recall it right now, it's really weird, but it all boils down to be how blessed I am to just won the voice and hopefully make more music, and I will make efforts of making one. And yeah, just to send the message of love, hope, peace, and perseverance. uh, Never stop. You may have a bumpy road towards that goal, but that bumpy road doesn't mean that you're gonna be stopped. It's just having resets. Every bump, it's a reset. So just calm yourself and put together a beautiful energy again to move further. So I can't wait to this see more dreamers achieve their dreams and just see something that there's a hope for every dream that we have.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, it's been an absolute honor to be able to chat with you. And w- do you have any future projects coming up with Buble or anything coming out in the new year?
So, as for now, I believe that everyone is having a break for holidays. But I had a conversation with Buble, and he's really passionate of the collaborations, not maybe with him, but the collaborations with other artists. I'm just excited because I know for sure that's gonna be he's gonna be with me all the way. And with the record label that I won, I think we're going to have a conversation too for the future plans. But this is what I am sure of. I'm gonna go home to the Philippines very, very soon and just thank everyone who supported me. And I also will be surely go home to my hometown here in America, Utica, which has given me the absolute support prayers. And they treated me and they welcomed me as their own. And I'm just blessed to be having both worlds. So I can't wait if people just like, I can wait for your move, for your next moments in music. I also can't wait. So yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, it's just been an absolute honor again to be able to speak with you. And I just wish you all the best in the future. And well, we've reached the end of our time together, but thank you so much for speaking with me.
Of course.
Um, my friend, it's just been an absolute pleasure. And from one friend to another friend, it's been so fun to be able to talk all about the voice and future projects and everything that you've got coming up. You've got a bright future, my friend, and congrats on the win. Um,
Congratulations to every Asian that we have in this world. It's such an honor to be representing Asia. And then I felt that now we are heard and we are capable to just conquer this American music business. So thank you, Lord. Thank you, everyone, for just having having me, and of course, thank you, Jigme. Thank you, brother. I mean, it's a pleasure to be speaking with you and having this rekindle moments.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, here's something that I want to leave off listeners with is the only Filipino Asian winner of the US version of The Voice or any other US based singing competition show anywhere, and it belongs to Sofronio Vasquez. history in the making. But thank you so much again for speaking with me. And if you want to connect with Sofronio, you can connect with him through all of his socials. If you enjoy this episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, feel free to share with others, post about it on social media, or leave a rating or review. To catch all the latest from me, you can follow the show on all social media platforms. I've been your host, Jigme. Thanks for tuning into the show.